the boy accidentally discovered a hole in the floor and pointed at the female neighbor downstairs. He was. The mature charm emanating from the whole body is deeply attractive to satisfy one's voyeurism. So every night I'll lie on the board, think carefully through the cracks. However, on this day when he was staring intently, unexpectedly, the beautiful woman downstairs suddenly raised her head. The boy was so frightened that he quickly retracted his head. But he didn't want to give up and wanted to take another look. But unexpectedly, the beauty pushed the table away. Then before the boy could react, he brought a ladder directly. Then he climbed up little by little. This sudden scene. The boy was immediately frightened. But before he could recover, the beauty put her fingers into the gap. Start teasing the boy. However, at this critical moment, suddenly there was a knock on the door. When the boy realized it, he realized. It turns out that everything that just happened was his hallucination. I'm worried that if I watch it for a while longer I'll be late for school. The boy, having recovered from his shock, quickly stood up, after blocking the gap with a drawer. Then he left the room contentedly. Xiao Shuai is a high school student with excellent grades. He has been single for many years. I have always had a crush on the class beauty. After half a year of ideological struggle, he finally decided to call the class beauty to the bar, planning to confess to him. But he was just about to speak because he was timid by nature. The class beauty introduced a new friend to him, and also said that this is his new boyfriend. This sudden scene. Xiao Shuai suddenly felt like the sky was falling. But fortunately, God closed a door for him. I opened a window for him. Because the next day, when Xiao Shuai was going to school, I found a new person moved in downstairs. A couple of tenants were anxious to go to school. At first he didn't take it seriously. But when I got home at night, he just discovered. The female tenant's boyfriend goes out late and comes back late every day. Seems very. Don't worry about letting such a beautiful girlfriend home alone at night. However, watching the man leave, Xiao Shuai was just about to start daydreaming. Unexpectedly, the woman below looked up at him. The other person's exquisite face and perfect figure. Xiao Shuai couldn't help but be mesmerized for a moment. But thinking that the other party is already taken, he had no choice but to quickly put away his evil thoughts. However, when Xiao Shuai thought that the woman, she must be a good lady. But on this night I accidentally discovered. The other party took advantage of her boyfriend's absence at night. Dress yourself up with heavy makeup, and also wear a wig. Realizing something might be wrong, Xiao Shuai quickly and quietly returned upstairs. Then through the crack in the floor, he looked at the woman carefully. The boy accidentally discovered. The female tenant downstairs took advantage of her boyfriend not being at home, playing live broadcast on the computer. But before he saw you, beautiful lady, suddenly turned off the live broadcast, then quickly put away the live broadcast tools on the table. However, 2 minutes later the boy finally understood. It turned out that the beautiful woman's boyfriend came home from get off work. Boy, carefully observe what the other person does when they get home, and keep all these steps in mind. Because the first day the beautiful neighbor moved in, Xiao Shuai discovered. The other person's boyfriend is always out late and back late. Seems very relieved. Such a beautiful girlfriend is home alone at night. Seeing this situation, he immediately came up with a bold idea. In order to successfully occupy this beautiful neighbor, Xiao Shuai secretly observes every day. Every step a man takes when he gets home. After you have memorized these. This evening it was raining heavily outside. Xiao Shuai sneaked into the beautiful neighbor's house. He followed suit and opened the wardrobe to make a noise, so that the female neighbor inside would think that it was her boyfriend coming back. Then he pretended to wash his hands. Then make a noise when you pick up the cup. Voice. So that the female neighbor in the house can completely let down her guard. In this way, Xiao Shuai got what he wanted. He pretended to be her boyfriend at the beautiful woman's house. But little do they know his behavior. In fact, it had already been discovered by the beautiful neighbor. Wait until the next morning. Xiao Shuai just came downstairs to get water. I'm standard man. Ostman married. At first, Xiao Shuai didn't know what beauty meant. He thought he did a perfect job last night. The other party definitely doesn't know what happened. Avalida or Sayoya. Valida, you're going along, are you Nina alone? Nolan. Make Samhadodi Dumba Baikar Kafik. Listening to the other party speaking so calmly, this matter was spoken out. Xiao Shuai immediately panicked. But in order to continue sneaking into a beautiful woman's home, he quickly denied it, and said that the beauty must have had hallucinations last night. Drop along Yuan. Baba 8 doubles. The Lahai Makasava boom magdama. And it all, I'm afraid if I continue I'll bleed. Xiao Shui ran back upstairs in shame. But I didn't expect. Immediately afterwards, the beautiful neighbor called him. Hello. Don't know. Then you follow that one. I heard the other party say that they were going to perform a large-scale drama. Xiao Shui quickly returned to the room. Then he immediately looked downstairs through the gap. The boy accidentally fell in love with the beautiful neighbor downstairs. In order to possess it. So every day he would look through the cracks in the floor. I carefully recalled the other person's exquisite face and perfect body. However, as time goes by, boy's voyeuristic behavior, soon discovered by the beautiful neighbor. But unexpectedly, the other party was not angry at all. On the contrary, I really enjoy this feeling. Not only that, the next day he told the boy, in the future you can cut it openly. No need to be sneaky. However, when the boy, I thought that the relationship with the beautiful neighbor could be further developed. An accident happened. That day he peeked downstairs as usual. But after seeing the beauty, I stepped on the chair and wanted to whisper to him. However, what neither of them knew was, the beauty's boyfriend suddenly returned home. Looking at my girlfriend with a rosy face, the man immediately realized something was wrong. As a gangster boss, he immediately pulled out his pistol, questioning the neighbors. Did you see anyone taking advantage of his absence? Been in his house? However, he asked with a pistol. But I can't get any results at all. Seeing my boyfriend so furious, the woman quickly explained what had just happened. He lied that he was just changing a light bulb. As a result, I accidentally stepped on air and fell to the ground. Facial congestion caused by impact. This makes my boyfriend look radiant. When I heard my girlfriend say this, the man finally disappeared. At first he thought it was his girlfriend. What did you do behind my back? I didn't expect it was all a false alarm. Seeing my boyfriend so stupid, women began to get more aggressive. In the period that followed, as long as my boyfriend is not at home at night, he would always